Today I was exploring the vastness of YouTube and found a very strange channel. The guy was posting videos about his life, his everyday life, recording games, for example, a game called Baldi. In general, he was uploading absolutely everything he could to his channel, until at some point he went into the game Roblox. It was at this point that very strange things started to happen. Today we will analyze the RG data and understand why the main character is now in great danger. But before we start this video, I ask you to subscribe to my channel. We are going to the goal of 10,000 subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please guys do so. Also, don't forget to put your like. For me, this is a huge motivation to make even more interesting videos and find such strange channels, so guys, please put your like. If you have any theories about this Roblox ARG, then write them in the comments. Don't be shy. Let's chat together in the comments. I think you are ready. We move on to analyzing this RG. The first video is called Skylers Whistle. It starts with the main character simply entering a game called Don't Press That Button. He's probably playing on a tablet. In general, nothing interesting is happening yet. He's just running and playing, shooting at other players. Then nothing happens either. The modes just switch and he tries to complete them, like a regular Roblox player. He gradually completes all the levels, but then the game starts to work very poorly. The FPS drops very little by little and it drops to about 5. Everything is still. Gradually ripples appear on the screen, as if VHS mode is turned on. And a very strong distortion of the sound began. But then a very strange thing happens. The player is teleported somewhere to some green field. The FPS is still small. There are also ripples on the screen, but in addition to this, some creature appears that looks at the main character, and then this happens. An unknown creature asked the main character, "Do you hear a whistle?" Then some leaflet appeared, and that's where the first video ended. What was on that leaflet? I tried to make out what was written there. It was difficult because the quality was very poor. It says that something is hunting the players, a whistle appears, and this creature can cause players to lose consciousness and potentially get injured. While the existence of the whistle remains unconfirmed, the effect on young players is undeniable. Some experiments were also conducted on this whistle, but we don't know what experiments because, unfortunately, the leaflet ends at this point. So far, we've only learned that there is some creature that takes players into its reality and mocks them, causing them convulsions and injuries. It's unclear what kind of injuries, but it's obvious that they are not physical but psychological. But to be honest, I was extremely surprised when the player was teleported somewhere and this black entity appeared. For now, let's call this creature Whistle Video. It's called Roblox Whistle, and it starts with the usual greeting of the main character, who communicates with his subscribers and says that he really loves playing obby. Unfortunately, he apparently doesn't have a microphone, so he communicates using text on the screen. Apparently, he changed his skin and made it a little nicer. He continues communicating with his subscribers, saying that he is very bad at parkour, so don't judge him too harshly. Nothing unusual happens either. This time he goes through parkour, jumps, communicates with the audience, and that's it. But then some lags start again and ripples appear on the screen, and then something terrible happens. The player sees the same unknown creature again, who asks, "Do you hear a whistle?" It starts staring at the main character, and he stares back and then starts running away. The video ends. He is teleported somewhere. This whole place looks more like hell. The player runs from side to side in confusion, and then again sees this creature that appeared behind him. The video ends. Yes, I said that the player changed his skin, but most likely this is not the case, and we are watching from the perspective of a different main character. This is an ordinary young player who loves to play Roblox, but this creature appeared, as in the first video, and how it can affect his mind, his psyche, we cannot know. But let's move on to the next videos. Maybe we will discover something for ourselves there. It is called Old Roblox Virus on iPad. The main character also greets everyone with text and says that he went to Old Roblox to play it. It's so interesting. He goes into one of the modes where you need to go down on boxes right to the very bottom along the road. He also says that this mode was probably popular in 2011. In any case, the main character really likes it. He plays more and more and is quite successful. In general, everything is the same, nothing unusual happens. He just goes down, goes through the levels, and is happy that everything works out for him. In the end, he loses, dies, and decides to leave. He says goodbye to the audience and presses the button to leave, but he can't leave. For some reason, his button is blocked. And then this happens. See for yourself. Some unknown virus got into his tablet and completely destroyed it. But what's more interesting is that the location we see is the same location from the second video. A location that looked like hell, a location from 2011, this year's Roblox. That is, from that moment on, this world already existed, which means this creature, Whistle, existed. Now we at least roughly understand when this creature appeared. It was born in the old Roblox, in its old version. It either existed all this time and gradually appeared, or it somehow got out of the old version and came to the new one. Let's not drag it out for too long and move on to the next video. It all starts with a new protagonist who wishes everyone a Merry Christmas. Yes, the video was released one day ago, but the protagonist apparently lives in the past. In any case, this is probably an old video which explains such poor quality. He's enjoying Christmas, running around the location with trees and toys. There are Santa Clauses around him. In general, everything seems to be fun. He says a lot of information, I think you understand, from the pop-up text every second, but basically there's nothing important there. Then he says goodbye to the viewers, says thank you for watching, and then this happens. Suddenly, everything went dark, and then it brightened back up and we started hearing that whistle in the background. The main character of this video got really scared. He started looking around and then froze in place, as if realizing that something was watching him. Then he started looking for the one who was watching him, but he still couldn't, and the screen started turning red. Then the location changed and it started turning into a real hell, like the previous location in other videos. Also, the main character's skin changed a little. It became kind of dirty and shabby, and also reddish. The main character started moving towards the end of this location, perhaps to jump off this location and teleport somewhere. But then this very creature appears, Whistle. The text with the captions appeared. Do you hear it? Do you hear that whistle? Better cover your ears. Everything comes back. The main character says goodbye to the audience, and this happens. This time we watched the main character who seemed to be celebrating Christmas, but this celebration ended with bad consequences. The same creature that appeared in other videos appeared, and the main character somehow changed. He saw this creature and then he came back and just said goodbye to the viewers. It was very strange. Something tells me that this creature has already penetrated his mind. And at the end of the video, it was not the main character of this video who spoke to us, but this strange creature whose name is Whistle. Of course, the story is obviously not over yet and the video is still coming out, and I think that the owner of this channel will release many more interesting, scary videos that will continue this story. What I'm really interested in is where the main characters of the video disappear to, because in each video we see a new person. This worries me a lot. Perhaps this creature has already taken over the minds of many people. And gradually, with the help of a virus, an old virus in Roblox, it captures people. In any case, I advise you not to download old versions of Roblox so as not to catch such a creature. I hope for your safety, guys. It's easy to download something from the internet, but then I don't know exactly what the consequences will be. Therefore, I advise you to be very careful, especially on the internet. The owners of this channel have seen a huge increase in views on this ARG horror in Roblox, so I think the story will continue. If you are also interested, then of course I will continue to follow this channel, and as soon as a lot of information accumulates, I will immediately shoot a new video. And in order not to miss this video, I strongly advise you to subscribe to my channel. I hope for your great support. I will make even more interesting videos if I have even more subscribers, so guys, please, I ask you, subscribe. And also, don't forget to put your like. This is a very good motivation for making new videos, and of course, promotion in YouTube algorithms. And in the comments, you can write your theories or opinions about this creature. I will be interested to read what you think about it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye-bye.